What's up, everybody? This is Zachary with the IRP, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about a 360 camera we just picked up and have been using in the field. This is the Insta 360 1X2. This particular camera has been phenomenal. It does have a rig on it, so let me show you the rig first. The rig is pretty neat. So the rig is simply just another word for the case. It's aluminum or a metal case. It's got the protective skin for the lenses on the camera itself. This little knob is how it opens. You unscrew this, that flips open. But what makes this really neat is besides it protecting the camera, it also has the GoPro mounts. So this will unscrew, you can mount it over here. There's two holes for that. And then if you unscrew the monopod, right, which has the screw mount here, but it also has another GoPro mount. So you can use all of your current action camera GoPro attachments with this rig and leave the camera plugged into it at all times. The other cool thing is the monopod. So the Insta360 1X2 has a monopod that the software makes invisible when you're shooting. So you can hold it like this, you can hold it like this, whichever way you really want to. And then when you go back to look at the footage, it won't be there. So if you are holding it like this, you're gonna look like, you know, the Statue of Liberty, but you won't see the pole, which is cool. I did get the Insta360 monopod that they sell. And the reason for that is the bottom piece here, this little knob pops off. You have another screw here, and then the monopod. So this is just another attachment, right? And so it attaches sideways like this. And I know what you're thinking, you're like, why would you ever do that? But you have to remember that this is a 360 camera. So because it's a 360 camera, you can hold the camera this way, it doesn't matter, it's gonna see everything. But what makes the bottom part, this bullet attachment, pretty neat is that this spins. So when you do have it vertical like this, right, you can hold it over your head and spin it around and just, you know, spin it around like a hula hoop. And you can get some really neat pictures of just, you know, it's almost like standing in the center of a drone that's flying around you. Really, that's what it is. The other cool thing about this monopod is that it has a built-in tripod on the end. So you can extend this all the way up, and it does extend really long. And you can set it up on the floor, and it comes up probably, I don't know, 4 feet, 4.5 feet, something like that. But the neat thing with this is that now, all in one rig, you can set this in the center of a room and get a 360 image. And that is really why I'm making this video. I'm making this video because of the applications in our industry that we can use this for. I was really impressed with this 360 camera. It was fairly inexpensive in comparison to, like, you know, other cameras and things that are out there. It was right on par with, you know, the GoPros and things like that. But the reason why I went with this over maybe the Ricoh Theta or the Ricoh ZZ, whatever it is, which traditionally those cameras are marketed more towards realtors for those virtual tours, and the megapixels, the sensor, all those things in those Ricoh cameras are larger and better. That's what it's designed for. But when I did the research, the comparison between the Ricoh and this, or at least the Ricoh Theta, I believe, and this 1X2, they were very comparable, right? The primary difference between those cameras and this camera is that this is an action camera. It's designed to be used kind of as an action camera. But the software is the biggest differentiator. So with this, I can take a bunch of images, take a bunch of videos, and it has preset templates that I can then apply the video I just took to. It also is very easy to edit right on your device, right on your iPhone or your Android. Or you can plug it into the computer and edit away there as well. It has a couple cool different flyby modes, and you can pretend it's a drone and fly through things, and there's all different fun features, but in general, it's a fun camera. Now, how does it apply to what we're doing as restoration professionals and in the restoration industry? Now, I want you to just kind of use your imagination for a minute. Pretend that you have a 360 camera on a monopod and you get called out to a water damage. What we've been doing over the last week and a half is taking this camera to our job site, our initial inspection. We set it up outside of the house, we take a 360 image, then in the house, and follow the path it takes us to get to the service area. One picture, 360 image at a time. Then when we're done, we found a pretty inexpensive software for virtual tours, and I'll include that link or the description below this video, but you import these images into this software and it automatically creates the tour. All you have to do is make sure that picture 1, 2, 3, the order of the photos is correct. And then you go back and you set points. So you can click on the point. It's very easy to do. It took no time to learn. And I tested out, in the office and in the shop. I think it was 10 photos. It took me 30 minutes the first time around. I could see that cutting down drastically over time the more I use it. But in 30 minutes, I had a virtual walkthrough of my office with points just from playing around, points I put on the wall saying 90% moisture content, or tile damaged, or pre-existing damages to the cabinet, or whatever it is, right? I can outline that in the virtual tour. Now, it doesn't do sketching, and it's not LiDAR. It doesn't do all of the measurements that like Matterport or another DocuSketch or whatever it is. But what it does do is it gives you that additional layer of data that you wouldn't have normally had otherwise. Very easy, very immediate, no excuse not to do it, in my opinion, right? And so now what we've just sent an adjuster for the first time, and we've gotten some really positive feedback, is we sent them a 2D sketch, we sent them, our regular job photos and documentation, and then we sent them a virtual tour before, during, when we dropped our drying equipment, and then again after. And so it's all branded with our company logo and name and all of that stuff. And the adjuster was able to walk through, match up our measurements, see exactly what we're talking about. If the customer had an issue or question regarding where something was before we started, and we were able to reference the image, and it was very, very easy. We also got a lot of really cool marketing photos. The guys, working. We were able to take a picture, and honestly, we took a video. And the cool thing with the app is it allows you to reframe in post-production. So you can take a video, just hold it, not even aim it or anything, and then after the fact go back and move the picture where you need it to be. So that way it's stable and everything's in frame and you get what you want to see. For images, you can take that 360 and you can get 9:16, you can get landscape 16:9, all the different 1:1s for social media, all of that stuff, and the same thing for video as well. Just the software on this is insane. Now, as far as like Ricoh being better for images and the larger sensor, the difference, again, negligible. Very high quality photos and images, and it's not an issue in my opinion. It's a fun camera. It's waterproof. I guess that would be the other thing. It's waterproof up to I think 33 feet, so you don't have to worry about that. And then the other cool thing is that it allows you to take these 360 images and take these 360 videos and automatically post them, online or wherever. It's awesome. It's really, really awesome. So to be able to create a virtual tour with couple that with your 2D sketch and all your other data, it really just kind of raises the bar. So that's the Insta360 1X2. I'm going to post all of the technical specs down below. I guess the only other thing that I should really mention is the stabilization. This thing has like a 6-axis stabilizer. It means that you can shake this thing around back and forth a million times and have a crystal clear, stable image the whole go around. I was really surprised with how much this thing has moved and how stable and even all of the footage is. So anyway, like I said, I'll post all the description, all the information below. If you do purchase one of these things and you shoot some really cool marketing videos, definitely tag us in it. You know, post it on our Facebook page, that type of thing. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, do all that for us. And I can't wait. I'll see you in the next video.